What is up, guys, and welcome to the Geek Man Cave, and today we're going to be talking about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Necrozma. So guys, if you want to check out my other video, I've been talking about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and a breakdown of what information we have so far, but now I'm going to be really looking at Necrozma and why I think he is key to the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon game. So let's have a little look. So Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is the upcoming third installment in Generation 8, coming out November 17 worldwide. We've had a 28-second teaser trailer at the end of the Pokemon Direct, and that's it. That's all we've had. We've had a few leaks, but you can't really take them for granted. There's been a few toy companies releasing images saying there's more forms coming, but nothing concrete yet. So the reason I'm doing this trailer, guys, is because what I think is going to happen in regards to the story and the development of the Alola region and Necrozma. Now, Necrozma was a legendary Pokemon that back when Pokemon Sun and Moon was coming out, and we had that massive data mine which showed all the Pokemon, Necrozma came up as one of the Ultra Beasts. We thought he was one of the 8 Ultra Beasts. We knew that Solgaleo and Lunala had links to the Ultra Beasts, but Necrozma was there with one of the 8. However, once the game was released, we realised that Necrozma doesn't actually come under the same kind of category as the Ultra Beasts. For example, all the Ultra Beasts besides Solgaleo and Lunala all have the ability Beast Boost. Necrozma has the ability Prism Armor, and the thing is as well is, even in its, when you play the extra story in the Ultra Beast mini story at the end of Pokemon Sun and Moon, even the international police are like, no, Necrozma, it hasn't come up as an Ultra Beast. There's been no detection of a wormhole or anything. This thing is here. And everyone then thought, oh, it must be the third legendary then. But let's have a little look at Necrozma. Now, Necrozma is this black, menacing-looking demon kind of Pokemon. This really dark. But again, he is known as the Prism Pokemon. He is the Prism Pokemon. And you can see he's got these very sharp black, like almost like glass, like he's Game of Thrones dragon glass kind of thing going on. Oh, I might call him dragon glass when I play the game. So you can see he's reminiscent of the Ultra Beast. This life form, apparently asleep underground, is thought to have come from another world in ancient times. So again, I do think that it is from Ultra Space, but it's not an Ultra Beast per se. And then Pokemon Moon's Pokedex entry says, light is apparently the source of its energy. It has extraordinary vicious disposition and is constantly firing off laser beams. It is not a very nice Pokemon. But it is known as the Prism Pokemon. And this, I think, is so important. Because a prism, in science terms, if we're going to talk all with the physics-y kind of science talk, a prism bends light. It separates light into several different colours, into different types of light. For example, when light goes through it, it separates. And you can see that with Necrozma's design. He has this massive diamond shape on his back. And he's got this weird star shape on the back, which I always thought like an item or something clicked into it. And then you can see the light would travel through the inside of his body. And then you can see his face, which is his eyes and his mouth, are kind of different fractures of colour, different features of light. And then you can see he's got these 2 massive spikes coming out of his hands and these white triangles, which obviously light filters through, and he uses them to fire beams. You can see this again in the upcoming Pokemon trading card game picture. You can see he's blasting light through his hands. So why is this so important? Well, Solgaleo and Lunala are both Pokemon of light. Yes, they are Pokemon of light. One is the emissary of the sun, the other is the emissary of the moon. So they have moonlight and they have sunlight. And both of them can create wormholes. Now, this is important as well, guys, because when we first saw Solgaleo and Lunala, we found out that they could do something called they could change form, and we always thought, oh, maybe they can change form. They've got a different ability, a bit like Giratina. They change form and it increases their attack or whatever. Radiant Sun Solgaleo and Full Moon form for Lunala. Now, if we look at the Necrozma merges with the new Ultra Sun and Ultra Seas, both Solgaleo and Lunala are in these forms. So, can they only stay in these forms, when they combine with Necrozma. Now, a lot of people think that Necrozma is going to be a fusion, but I don't think so. If we have a little look side by side now of, here is the Necrozma Solgaleo combined form, and here is the Zekrom combination from Black and White 2. Now, when you look at Kyurem and Zekrom, it is a fusion. It is a definite fusion because the monster is built up with a combination, almost like a chimera kind of thing, a combination of the two creatures. You've got features of both. That's not the same for this form for Solgaleo. That is Solgaleo, 100%. That is Solgaleo. However, he is kitted up with what looks like armor, and this goes back to my idea of that Necrozma is actually armor that is suited to give Solgaleo and Lunala their full form, their ultimate form. That they use, the Necrozma uses that. They can't harness that energy in this world, but when they combine with Necrozma, the light from Solgaleo, when he creates this radiant sun form, is filtered through the armor of Necrozma, which lets him create ultimate power, that lets him create something. And back to these wormholes, this is where I think we get Z-Crystals from. Now again, if we look at Necrozma, he looks like a giant formation of crystals, doesn't he? He's all sharp and pointy in rock form, he's a prism, he's kind of got that thing going on. And then we've got these different colour little triangle-y things for his face, which is the fractions of light that obviously come through. What if, we know that Lunala and Solgaleo come from ancient times. Back in Pokemon Sun and Moon, when we were in the library, we read this reference to Solgaleo and Lunala coming from the past, like Necrozma. It says, the light of Alola, the empty sky broke asunder, a hole appeared where there had been none. A single beast appeared from it. It was called the beast that devours the sun. Yes, I'm doing the Pokemon Sun version. The king of Alola bowed before it, the beast that shone just like the sun. The island guardians fought against it, but in the end the beast had won. Then did the beast that devours the sun shine its light on the line of kings. Then did the beast that had won bring nature's gift to bless all things. And this part is important, guys. Beasts of the sun and beasts of the moon. Through their union they brought new life. A fragile heir to Alola born that island guardians would keep from strife. The ancient kings sang their thanks for Solgaleo with song of flute. Two tones rang out across the altar, a perfect pair, even after mute. Now this is a reference to in the past Solgaleo. Now the part I'm going to focus on is this part. Then the beast that had won bring nature's gift to bless all things. They brought a gift for all things. Now this is where I think the Z-Crystals fit in. Just like when we had Pokemon X and Y, there was a little bit of talk about Mega Evolution. That Lucario was one of the first. This guy formed a bond, and with the stone that he'd found, blah, blah, blah. We had a little bit of lore. There's not a lot of lore with Z-Crystals. We know we get them from challenges, and we know they're a part of Alola tradition. We get that. However, there's no history of it. Where did they come from? Why are they only in Alola? Why haven't we got Z-Crystals in Kanto? Why are they only here? And I think Necrozma is the key. And this part here, then did the beast that had won bring nature's gift to bless all things. What if Solgaleo and the Ultra Beast brought the Z-Crystals to our world? That's why Colress is there as well, bringing out the best with this energy. And they've said that Mega Evolution, the energy in Mega Evolution, Pokemon energy, is very similar to Ultra Beast energy. And even Kukui says there's a connection between Z-Crystals and the power we use for Z-Crystals and wormhole energy. And what Pokemons create wormhole energy? Solgaleo and Lunala. So you've got these two creatures to create wormholes. What if that energy that was used to create wormholes was filtered through Necrozma and that light was separated into thousands of different colours, different colour stones that were born to create, yes, Z-Crystals. Exactly like that. And I think that that's the gift that they brought to all things, to all Pokemon, because there's so many different types. I think that is how we had Z-Crystals. I think as a link, I think it makes perfect sense. And this is, I think, the story that we're going to see in the new game. I think it's going to be a lot more about what Necrozma is, what happened in this ancient past with Necrozma. Now we know he's vicious. Maybe Necrozma came, he was kicking off and he couldn't control his anger. We know he's a vicious temperament, it says in his Pokédex entry. What if by combining with Solgaleo and Lunala, that this controls Necrozma, keeps him under control? And maybe in ancient times he separated. We don't know what happened to Solgaleo and Lunala in the last game. But obviously they separated and he crashed and he stayed there. I think this will have a lot to do with Necrozma and his story. Again, like I said, Alpha and Omega, it talks about the origins of Megastone, how they came from Rayquaza, they came from a legendary, he brought them down, and then they shattered and they gave power there. I think Necrozma is going to be in this game, the origins of the game and the origins of Z-Crystals. Obviously, it's going to be on Ultra Beast. The game is called Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so I think there's going to be much more focus on there. Stay tuned, guys, because I'm going to be releasing a video very shortly of my top 10 hopes for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, including some of these things about Z-Crystals and Necrozma. If you like this video, guys, please hit me a subscribe, and if you want to see more Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon videos, or anything geek, please follow me on the Geek Man Cave. And remember, it's your cave, your rules.